and gentlemen, welcome back. This is your captain speaking. Today we're going to talk about a very simple subject called simple past tense. Okay, so if someone asks me, what did I do today? I will use present tense. And for a question about what did I do yesterday, I will have to answer with past tense. Well, how did I feel yesterday? Yesterday I wasn't happy. I was sad. So as you can see, the am turns into was. Let's look at our two friends here. How are they feeling? They say we are calm. But how were they yesterday? We were scared. This is how the answer is going to be if you want to talk about a previous day. The are turns into a were. So let's go ahead and draw a chart about how we talk about today. We start with I am, he is, she is, it is, the regular. You are, we are, they are. This is your present simple. You know, old knowledge. Yes, it is. Are you bored with it? Maybe you are, but just a reminder. Alright guys, I'm going to show you a few more examples so that you don't forget about it. In the affirmative, first, it's your pronoun plus was word, just like we said, and then the completion of your sentence. How is it? Let's see. The first example is, oh, that's a muscly guy. I was strong. She was a musician. Oh, okay. Okay, he's angry. You were frustrated. By the way, the word frustrated means you cannot do anything. You are trying and it's not working. Everything is bad. You feel frustrated. Okay, let's continue. They were sad. Now let's take a few more examples on the negative form. We said the pronoun plus was were plus your favorite, not. The first example, he wasn't sad. He was happy. Yay! Oh no, what's happening here? Are they screaming? Oh no, we're not screaming. We weren't scared. We were busy. Very busy. Now let's take a look at this tablet. So this column, the first one, the affirmative, is when you're talking positively about something in the past. I was, and you can add the verb right after. I was happy, just like we mentioned. I was full. I was hungry. You were, and as you can see, this is he takes was, she takes was, it was, you and we and they take were. Okay, now let's go a little bit to the right. This column right here, the one that says negative, is how you use it when you want to say that you did not do that verb. So I was hungry, that means it's something you felt. But when you say I wasn't hungry, you did not feel hungry. And this is what negative means. You just add not at the end of it. I was, I wasn't. You were, you were not. This one is short for the word not, N-O-T. Okay, the last column, interrogative. Okay, this is a very big word for you. Let's just call it a question, because you can see the question mark. This is when you want to ask me or when I want to ask you. It depends on the pronoun that you want to use and the person that you're talking to. So, was I happy? Was I hungry? Were you good? Were you bad? Was he smart? Was she a good girl? I don't know. But the main idea is this. It's very simple with the positive ones, was, were, negative ones, wasn't, weren't. And if you want to ask a question, you move the pronoun after the verb. How about we do a little exercise on what we just learned? I was at school. You, which one do you think? Was or were? Were. Of course, there's no way to go around these was and were, and there's no trick if you want me to tell you, but you'll just have to memorize them, memorize, repeat. And yes, we are going for another one. Let's get it started. So our cat, smiling. Let's look at the options, was and were. Okay, so the big question is, teacher, how will I know? Is it a was or is it a were? You said he, she, it. Well, you look at it. It's a cat. What is the cat? Is it a he, a she, an it? Of course it's an it. And with it goes was. There you go. Just carry on. I was in Paris. Just like you memorized it, as you should. And also I would like to point out, you guys, if you go to Google and type past simple to be, just like this, or you can just write exercises was and were on Google, you will have many exercises just like this, colorful. You can just put some music in the background, have fun, and at the same time practice your English. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this for you guys. The pupils were. Pupils are students, as you can see. Bike was, because it's an it. My sister was dancing, because it's a she, and she was. You were. His parents. Parents means mom and dad, so it's they. It's more than one person, so it's a they. They were. The frogs, more than one frog, so it's a they. They were. The butterfly, it's just one butterfly, one cute little butterfly, was. And I, just me, lonely me, was. Wanna check? Let's check. Yay! 100. Feels good. Whew. Well, glad we're done with that. However, I have some good news and I have some bad news for you. Ready? Okay, let's start with the good news. The good news is the verb to be, which is am as are, is done. That's all you need to know about it when it comes to past tense. However, we have a lot of other regular verbs that we didn't talk about. Usually, the regular verbs are created by adding ed at the end of every verb. Not that complicated. Let's take a look. For example, the verb want, you just add ed and becomes wanted. He wanted to buy a new car. Call plus ed, called. She called him on the phone. Hello, hey, how you doing? Now for verbs ending already in e, we just add a d to it in the end. There's no need to double the e. Change It already has an E at the end. We just add D to it. He changed his clothes. Just like that. Nice. Looking good, my man. Okay. Now for the verbs ending in Y, the Y changes into an I and then we add an ED in the end. Let's see. Try. Take the I, put the ED, tried. He tried really hard. He gets an applause. Good boy. Okay, please remember that if there is a consonant plus a vowel plus a consonant, you double the consonant at the end and then add ed. Such as stop. It becomes stopped. That doesn't change the pronunciation of the word, it just changes the spelling. If the last letter is X, we do not double the consonants. That's a no-no. Like fax. Just add ed to it. That's simple. Let's keep in mind that if the end of the verb has a vowel and a Y, the Y does not change into an I. We just simply add ed. An example of that, the word stay. Simply add ed, stayed, the Y did not change. She stayed at home. In the words of the great Matthew McConaughey, alright, alright, alright. We're done with that. Time for a different kind of exercise. I believe if you are my student, then you recognize this kitty. Let's do some exercises with it, shall we? There you go. So, our first verb, let's learn some new verbs here. Eat. This is our verb, the one that you see at the top. The cat eat a fish. Well, of course, we're talking about past tense, so eat. Do you think this is the correct answer? I don't think so. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Let's rewind. In English, there is something that we call regular verbs and irregular verbs. Eat was one of the irregular verbs, which means the past tense for this verb is different. You do not just add ed at the end and it becomes past tense. It becomes a completely different word sometimes. Our verb was eat. The past tense form of it is ate. Don't look at the third column. Don't get too confused. We're still not there yet. Just look here. This list, I would like you to take a screenshot of it, or if you want, I'm going to put a link to it down in the description. The only way that we can remember this list is if we memorize it. There are not many verbs there to begin with, so you can just repeat them. Once, twice, 3 times. You can write them on a paper and put it on the wall. So now that we know that the past tense for the verb eat is ate, we'll just write it and check. Bingo! Clean. Let's see. Clean is a regular verb, so there you go. Try. Do you remember what we said about the Y? If there's a Y at the end of the verb, what happens to it? The Y changes to an I, and then we add ed to it. Throw. Throw is one of the irregular verbs, and the past tense form of it is threw. Hide is our verb. Past tense form of hide is hid, which is HID. Again, this is an irregular verb. We will have to look back at our irregular verbs list and find it. Uh-oh, you didn't catch her. Run. Run is our verb. Okay. Run is again irregular, and the past tense form of it is ran. Simon ran out of the room because he was late. In here we have another past tense form. Do you remember what this is? It's the past tense for is. He is late, he was late. Okay, let's carry on. Hide. Oh, we just wrote that one. HID. Hid. The cat hid under the placemat. Return. Return, it means go back. So because he went outside and then he came back, we can say return. Return is a regular verb, so we will just add ed to the regular verb. Simon returned to look for his car keys. Oh, that's a cute one. Jump. That's what the cat just did. This small cat just jumped. The kitten jumped because it's a regular verb. Drive. This is our verb. Drive. Simon drive away. Drive is an irregular verb, so it's going to be drove. Simon drove away. Start. It's a regular verb. All we have to do is add ed to the original one. The cats started to play. Look. He is looking right now. What is the past tense for the verb look? It's a regular verb, so we add ed to it. Simon looked inside the house through the window. Okay, continue. The two cats. Oops. The two cats continued to play. Look, again, it's the same verb. Simon looked angrily at the cats. Catch. That's what Simon just did. He caught the cat. Did you hear that? He caught the cat. So catch, we cannot say catched the cat. It's an irregular verb. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. I would like to remind you, please take a look at the list of irregular and regular verbs. These are things that you have to memorize. There's no other way around it. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care, stay home, and drink your water. Bye bye.